Dallas Austin shares the details about when Biggie wrote for Michael Jackson. I'm not sure if I remember who Dallas Austin is, so let's just do some quick research. Dallas Austin. My man is named after two, not one, count them, two Texas cities. American songwriter and record producer. Okay. The name sounds familiar. I'm just not too familiar. Forgive me if I'm ignorant. It's all good. You can't know everything, man. This is why the internet exists and why people are here to put you on that has been there. Dallas Austin. Okay. Apparently, he's been around. He has stories. Let's listen to what he has to say about this Biggie story. Apparently, Biggie wrote for Michael Jackson. I never heard this story before. Sounds interesting to me. I'm curious to hear. Chat, let me know. Have you ever heard this story before? Have you ever heard Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G? Baby, Big Papa, writing for MJ himself, Michael Jackson? I never heard it, but let's see. Let's take a look, see, and let's listen.
So what's it like? You're calling your mom. You're like, yo, so look, I'm about to go see Mike Jackson.
Well, you know what? That's why I say it was funny because I was so obsessed with Prince and Jimmy and Terry. Because I was like, hey, I guess I'm going to go back to work with Michael again. You know, I was like, and it wasn't until that day we were sitting in and they kept putting the tapes in that I realized, like, damn, that's Michael Jackson. Like, this is working. He's flying around in jetpacks and shit. Like, so I'm like, yeah, bro. And the more he kept putting, he had the mask on and he had the hat on. So, the more he kept putting stuff in, I look over at him. So he'd be looking at us to see our reactions. And this one, you know, somebody's huge. When he tells you, so I want some horns like that band. You know that band, with the horns? I'm like, what, Earth, Wind, and Fire? Yeah, those guys. I'm like, ooh.
Now, let me tell you how you know. Let me tell you how you know he's huge for real. We all sitting around one night talking, and we having a debate. Who's the best rappers? Da da da. So yeah. I'm front and center in the debate now because I'm the hip hop guy. I'm the hip hop head. So I'm like, nah, it's Biggie. And then Dave is like, nah, it's Pac. And then we going back and forth. This is obviously when both of them were still alive. And then finally, Michael, the next day, Biggie's in the studio.
He hit me that day.
This time around.
What? Me and him were working on This Time Around, right?
Wait.
And he goes,
based on y'all conversation,
because
we thought that we were thinking that when for a rapper on it, we was thinking, okay, it's Mike, so we got to get Tretch or somebody. You got to get somebody that's gonna be too hard, right?
Right.
And when he said Biggie, I was like, Biggie? He's like, yeah, you know how to get him? So yeah, I called off. I was like, yo, man, we need Biggie to come out and work on Michael Jackson. He said, he on the way now. So like,
next,
and I never forget, me and Biggie sitting in the car, right? And he's smoking and he's pinching himself like this. And I'm like, you good? He's like, yeah, man, I'm just pinching myself, dog. I'm sitting in a car with you about to write a song for Michael Jackson. This is crazy, right? And then when he wrote the rap, we sit in the car and he wrote the rap. So listen to this. And I was like, oh no, man. I got motherfuckers jocking me, taking the profit seed. I was like, I'm gonna kill a nigga. I ain't joking. Endo toke got me smoking. I'm like,
and Michael we like, Michael, what's happening right now? Like,
bro, I said, let's just, I said, look, I think this is gonna be a little too hard. You got nigga and motherfuckers and shit and all shit going on in there. I'm gonna kill a nigga. I ain't joking. Endo smoke got me token. I was like, that might be a lot for Michael. But I'll tell you what, let's just play it for him and see. Let him say that, right? We play it, that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Yo.
Not Michael being like, yeah, I wanted to call a few people some niggas and talk about my pistol smoking. That's what I wanted to say.
I was like, what is my life right now? Like,
Yo.
When you listen to that rap to this day, you're like, yeah, he was going off on that. And at the time, Big was probably 19.
Damn, 19 is crazy, B. Can you imagine? Oh, man. It's just so much that goes into that story. Biggie writing something for Michael Jackson at 19 is insane. But also to understand that these guys, Biggie, Pac, all of these guys were like damn near children, bro. When they were super duper popping. They were kids. Writing something. And people grew up the hell? You grew up fast as hell back then. Forgive me. I don't know why that popped up. Sorry about that, y'all. people grew up very fast back then. Una, shout out to Una on TikTok. Thank you for liking the stream. Come on over to Twitch if you guys are on TikTok. We are on Twitch and TikTok at the same time. Appreciate you guys. But man, 19-year-old Biggie Smalls wrote for Michael Jackson. Let's just see if we can find what song that was. Biggie, Michael Jackson. Time Around. Michael Jackson and the Notorious B.I.G. collaborated on 2 songs. Take that out of there. Take the chat out of there. This Time Around from History. Past, Present, and Future. Book Eye and Unbreakable from Invincible. I think these are both posthumous albums, if I'm not mistaken. I know History clearly is a posthumous album, but I think Invincible might be... I know that was with the You Rock My World, one of my favorite Michael Jackson's albums. What was Michael Jackson's last album? I think it was History. Invincible, okay, so a posthumous album. Wait, Michael Jackson's last studio album during his life was Invincible. Okay, that makes sense. Released in 2001. A posthumous album named Michael was released in 2010. So I was correct on the Invincible side. I remember the Invincible. That was the one where he did the video. This one right here with Chris Tucker in the goddamn thing. Phenomenal video, phenomenal song. Great stuff, man. Epic Records. Released the day after my birthday. This was released in the year the towers fell, too. Damn. Michael's last album dropped the same year that the towers did. That's a joke. It's a good one, but it's also the truth. So, hey, you can't cancel me and say that's fucked up, because both are true. They both dropped the same year. Fuck it. And I was in New York for it when it happened, so hey, I have the right.